The idea of calling it a master class was not the traditional one where you have a master or a teacher and people playing for that master and then receiving feedback. The concept that I had for calling it a master class was that it was a class about a master, or it was a master's level class where you can go in depth and study different musical subjects, different musical figures. So it was like an advanced curriculum of learning. It could be called something besides a master class, but that's what I call it. So the idea is to take this great figure and analyze what the stylistic elements are that this great figure has used to put together a complete music. So that's a fascinating subject, and depending on the person, it's of course complicated or not. But for jazz, it's going to be complicated, so it's fun. So it's either about a person or it's about a musical or pianistic thing. So teaching walking bass lines, or teaching people how to begin to create jazz improv and lines for themselves, or teaching about how to vary and control your touch on the keyboard. It's either a subject like that or it's about a figure. Early on I did one on Eric Dolphy and Frank Zappa. I wanted to move it around a little bit. So there's one on the Grateful Dead, and Oscar Peterson, and on. There's quite a few now. This is what you don't know going in. You can now control and project what you want to project very effectively and very clearly, but you can never predict what the receptivity of people are going to be to whatever you put out. That seems to be kind of you don't know. So for some reason or another, there's one class of mine called 15 Stylistic Elements for the Advanced Jazz Pianist, which was almost like a funny thing because it sounded so official. So it was, I wanted to make it sound like an official music pedagogy thing, tongue-in-cheek, and for some reason U2 picked that one up. And so that one's got many more views than others. The ones that I find, just like I thought going in, when you try to really serve people and when you really try to do something for their benefit, that's where you're going to get your success and your viewership. So the ones that I've been able to actually teach people how to play with a walking bass line, for example, and you can actually follow the series and learn it, those are the ones that get more attention than if I just put up a concert footage or something like that. It always has to be serviceful and helpful to the people. Those are the ones that tend to catch on. Bill Evans' class is going to be interesting to a large number of piano players. Obviously, a class that teaches beginners how to improvise and actually is able to do that will be of interest to a lot of people. So you try to use your intuition to know what people want and know what people really need to know, want to know, and you go in that direction. But you never know how it's going to play.